It's Jive and Honey. Famous for nothing. Man, it's Monday morning. And I'm feeling it.
It's stayed up all night watching the Grammys, writing blogs about how completely average that show was.
Yeah, I did not watch a single minute of it.
I thought maybe.
It's like whatever I was watching, went into the red carpet, and after like 2 minutes, I immediately changed it. Yeah. I guess we should be paying attention to that stuff, but it's funny as all the new artists and people we don't know because we're aged out of it. The same people still won.
Yeah. I do have to say I watched a little bit of the beginning, and the girl that won Best Rap Performance, Doechii, I think her name. I'd never heard of her, and the one little bit I was like, I'm gonna check her out. I am definitely gonna check her out. I liked it. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was like, she's doing something totally different, and I'm here for it. And then they trotted out a bunch of really predictable nonsense.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to see, I watched. I guess I was had music on my mind, and saw that they had, I don't know what streaming bullshit it was on, Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary music documentary.
I saw they had put that together.
Produced and directed by Questlove. Mm-hmm. You have to watch it just for the opening edit. They do video edited mashups of performances from the 70s to now.
Oh, nice.
And not everyone hit, but enough to be like,
right.
Oh,
there's a couple that get you.
There's a couple that are like, damn, that was good.
Yeah. I only hope they talk about how they threw the replacements out after their performance. Because
I already got through half of it.
They were so drunk on air.
Yeah.
And somebody backstage after the first song yelled shit. And it was they were live at the time. Which feels now like nobody would even get fired for that.
Right.
But they got a lifetime ban. So
The cool thing that, from the 70s and when it first started, Lauren Michaels had the vision of music and comedy, they go together, timing, live, all this stuff. Yeah. And there was no live performances on TV like this. Everything was lip sync.
Yeah, everything was pre-recorded.
But early on, it was really experimental. It was like New York cult bands.
Yeah, when somebody canceled, they bring out Elvis Costello or something. He got banned too. Yeah. Because he played the song he wanted to play and not whatever they wanted to play. Yeah. And Fear was the other band that Belushi brought them on because they had a cancellation, and they brought all these downtown punks to fill in front of the band, and they just destroyed the place.
And apparently, I'm only halfway through the documentary, and the first hip hop rap thing, I'm gonna get this wrong. Fabulous Four or Funky Four, the something Four, and it was the first rap televised.
Interesting,
live.
Really? Okay.
And they had them. There's two of them still live, and talked about it, and it was awesome. The DJ was up front, so he filled the front of the screen, and they performed in the back, and he's fucking scratching.
That's crazy.
No one knew what scratching or anything was. It's cool.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and seeing the young Lauren Michaels all up in the shit of everyone.
Yeah.
And, it was important to him. It was cool.
No, I think that's pretty awesome because say what you will about Saturday Night Live and about the musical, people tend to only remember some of the bad performances that are bad. They've broken some people. They brought people on early in their careers and stood by them and really interesting stuff that they've done
really cool stuff
throughout their whole 50-year history.
Oh, and I'm sorry that I'm not remembering the exact name of that rap group that came on the first one, but the person that brought them to the show because she was hosting was Blondie.
Oh yeah,
and,
that makes sense.
Yeah, Blondie was
Fat
just
Five Freddy.
Yeah, and she's from the Bronx, and I love these kids. It's she was just so into it. It was so cool.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. That she was hosting and didn't perform.
Yeah.
What was it? Deborah Harry? Deborah Harry, obviously. Yeah. But didn't have Blondie perform.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. The Grammys were pretty pretty underwhelming.
Yeah.
I you know what? To be fair, I haven't watched the whole thing, and I'll watch it with the kid tonight. Like, we'll watch some clips on YouTube.
It hasn't been on my radar in years. I don't know. It's just like I don't even know if performers do they really still like tout themselves as like Grammy Award winning.
Yeah, I think there's a thing, but I mean, it's you have to be one of a certain number of people to get a Grammy. Plus, I think people who know go, yeah, but the Grammys also gave Best Heavy Metal Performance to Jethro Tull. So what the fuck does a Grammy mean?
I think top rock song was St. Vincent, who she is not a rock.
Right. Well, she's very alternative. One of those songs actually did rock. So it was pretty. She's actually a hell of a guitar player.
Oh yeah, I dig her.
Yeah,
but as a representation of
rock music, well, rock music's dead.
Yeah,
there was a point, it seemed, where it was like no men won any award. It was only women, which is like, guys, it's a bit of an overcorrection.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Like, I'm glad these are some really talented people.
Right.
Even though Chaperone got robbed of best female performance, I think it was. Yeah. Whatever. It's the one award I saw. I saw that one.
Well, being in Philly.
Oh, it's an exciting week.
Yeah, hopefully better than the Grammys is Super Bowl Sunday. The Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs rematch. Yeah.
Yep. Very exciting.
It is exciting. I've been, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Nervous.
Did you happen to see?
Anxious.
Happen to see the Knicks game with Jon Stewart lost a bet to Brunson?
I saw something.
Had to wear a Saquon Barkley jersey. Oh. So sitting courtside in a Barkley jersey.
In a Barkley jersey.
Pretty cool.
He also had a Kanga hat on, I think.
Well.
Yeah. And he looks like he needs a sandwich. Someone get Jon Stewart
needs sunlight.
a sandwich.
I think he needs sunlight.
Yeah. Not looking good, John. But going in, it's like there's a social, like I'm dealing with a social anxiety of the Super Bowl, and it's
Is
a
it
three-headed
based on
monster.
superstition?
No, I do have a superstition that's been working out well. No one knows about it, but
okay, don't say it here. Jesus Christ, save it for next week.
Is where to watch. I'm a every play guy. Every play's important. Even like the 2-yard shitty runs. A set, it's like I'm in for the game.
Yeah, don't go to a Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
Don't go to don't. Because
But in 2017, when we won it all, there's a bunch of fucking knuckleheads that I was watching a lot of games with. And we ended up watching on Broad Street, which is the big street in Philadelphia where the parades are and the mayhem, the pole climbing. And it was insane. I was in the middle of Broad Street with a bottle of champagne spraying people.
You also
one of the best nights.
You also lived 3 blocks off of Broad.
Home, yeah.
So I mean, things are different.
But 2022, I stayed home and I wasn't
lost.
And they lost.
Ugh.
But the one thing...
It must have been because of what you did that night that they lost.
Oh, without a doubt. It's totally my fault.
Yes.
All those knuckleheads that I was drunk on Broad Street with are all sober. And like, God bless them. It's like, I'm happy. I love my friends for being sober. And I want that to work out for them.
But it's a super jam up for your...
It's a
Super
jam
Bowl
up for my Super Bowl plans. And then our other options, and you have witnessed this option too, is another friend who has a big place, has a bunch of people over. So if there's 20 people over, 5 people are watching the game. And the other 15 are barely interested.
It's true. I was there for the last 2. I don't think he's having anyone over this year.
Oh, he's not.
But
okay.
I do have to say, I was there for both Eagles appearances in Super Bowl versus, and one we won, one we didn't. So
did you stay for the whole thing on the last one?
No, I ended up watching the rest at home.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I just wanted to see if you were. Gonna tell the truth.
Yeah, no, because the kid was with us, and she was significantly younger.
Yeah.
So she had to go to bed. She had to school.
It's
Cut me a break.
That's very un-Philadelphia. You
Yeah.
take the day off. It's like no one needs to go to school Monday after the Super Bowl.
That's a very Philadelphia thing.
Oh man, but yeah. So now I'm like torn. I don't know what to do. I kind of, I'm feeling my oats, and I kind of want to like go do something.
Right, but now the other thing is you have to drive home from wherever you go, unless you go someplace in your cornball neighborhood, which I know you don't like.
I don't. I have not.
I know you like your neighborhood, but not any place.
I love my home. I haven't found a bar in my sad suburban life. It's like bars suck. It's like there's not a good fucking dive bar. I'm sure there are. I just haven't found it yet. Not that I'm like out cruising for dive bars, but
they're trying to keep you out.
Yeah. But I still I've gone to a few bars and they're very sad.
All the dirt bags in your neighborhood are like, yo, we got to keep this guy away from us.
The dirt bag is like the guy that like lost his accounting job. You
and a bunch of divorced dads.
Yeah, he's everyone's wearing a 3/4 zip.
Oh man, you got to go hang out
very
down.
Beige.
You got to go hang out down at the sad divorced dad apartment building.
Oh yeah,
and find out.
Where do they get drinks?
Yeah.
The sad divorce, the divorced dad apartment building.
Yeah, it's always something arms.
Yeah, when your parents got divorced, did your dad's next living situation, was that a sad place?
Sad place.
Mine too. Mine was
actually,
sad.
the first one, he moved like when he got tossed. He moved just down the street to to an apartment building. I was never there. That was like temporary housing.
Oh yeah.
And then he moved into his first apartment in town. 222. So he moved there, and it was like he was there for a while. But. Yeah, it was like this one bedroom, like I'd sleep on the couch.
Yeah, it was sad.
And in my mind, because I was small, so I think I thought it was a lot bigger. But now it was like a galley kitchen. You walked in, it was like a galley kitchen. You walked into the living room, and then there was a bedroom and a bathroom on the side. I'm like, that was not fun. Nice.
No fun. Didn't have a Super Bowl party there.
No Super Bowl parties there.
But it's crazy how big it's gotten, and I think it's like done a full circle where it's kind of like the games are better, but everything around it is shittier. Like no one gives a shit about the commercials anymore, and like I don't know if they're still paying like outrageous.
I think it's $8 million for 30 seconds now.
But there used to be TV shows about the commercials on the Super Bowl.
For sure. Yeah. There was recap shows like the best. But now YouTube ruined that.
Yeah.
Sorry, YouTube overlords.
Oh, yeah. No.
Better beep that out.
No, YouTube is awesome.
YouTube is the best.
Is the best. I love how big assholes NFL, the National Football League Association is.
What, that they're going to sue us for saying Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Because we do a lot of advertising. We'd always have to put the big game.
The big game.
Or the big game. Sunday's game.
Yeah.
It's like
football championship game.
Yeah.
You sound like an Eastern European who's lived in America just long enough where you're like World Championship football match.
It's the product that the NFL player is endorsing, but they can't use anything. So
right. Yeah.
They have blank helmets, blank uniforms.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, spend the extra $100,000.
Yeah. The Stallions, right? What was the team in any given Sunday?
Yeah.
It's always the Stallions or the Mustangs.
Our favorite, the Replacements.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. So bad.
Yeah, but it's
just pay the money.
It's pay the money. Pay the money.
Pay the money.
Get the logo. You know what? I don't. Maybe there probably isn't a number that you could pay to make it a reality. It's probably so astronomical. They'd be so
for a feature
up your
film,
shit about it.
I'm sure it's millions of dollars.
But like
it's insane.
You can't. Man, nobody's remaking Brian's song.
Yeah.
Right, because they were actually the Bears, right?
They were the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the last film where it was the actual team.
Wait, Invincible, were they the Eagles?
Yes, they were the Eagles.
Okay.
They were the Eagles. Yeah.
There's also a Disney film with.
But, the budget was, it's Marky Mark and Greg Kinnear. Dude. So I'm sure they're lying.
Marky Mark's only making like religious movies now.
Stop it.
Yeah.
He's just on an airplane killing someone with the bald cap on.
I think it's a Christian movie.
Get the fuck out of here.
Swear to God.
No.
Swear to his God. I think it is. I think it is. Anyway.
I was like looking at some of the...
I'm going to get sued by the NFL and Marky Mark.
I was looking up some of the commercials, and it's like back when it was such a big deal, I think the one that came up with that I really liked was the Michael Jordan, Larry Bird horse thing.
That was a good one. Yeah.
So
shooting
cool.
from the seats. Yeah.
But all the bullshit Budweiser was a king. There's so many Budweisers. But remember I totally forgot about these. Remember the three frogs?
Yeah.
Budweiser.
That was. Yep.
That and they did
the What's Up guys, which we
guys.
knew that one dude,
yeah,
right?
we knew the What's Up guys.
Yeah, I mean, some famous ones. The
Clydesdales.
Clydesdales.
A lot of Coke and Pepsis. There's a lot of where Coke and Pepsis were in the same commercials battling each other. There's like the delivery guy that like would sneak the Pepsi. It was a Coke guy.
I gotta tell you something. I don't remember any Coke commercials. I only remember Pepsi. Pepsi not only lit Michael Jackson on fire and gave him a drug problem.
Yeah.
And probably ended up killing the thing that killed him. But they also gave us Cindy Crawford. Wasn't that Cindy Crawford spot?
Don't know.
Oh, as a Cindy Crawford fan, I thought you would have known that. It was like her, Sorry, changing the oil in a car breaks down or some shit.
Cindy Crawford.
Yeah.
I thought you said Cyndi Lauper.
The fuck would I say Cyndi Lauper for?
I'm like, why am I a Cyndi Lauper fan?
I said it 3 times. There's a massive difference between those two.
It's Monday. Holy shit. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, Cyndi Lauper all sexy, getting the Pepsi out of the car. It's just like...
The little kid.
Yeah.
Same reaction to either one of them?
Either one of them. Cindy Crawford, yes.
Yeah. Big difference.
Out of all the ones that I watched and doing research, there's one where I totally don't remember ever seeing this, but I don't know why it made me laugh so much. It was 2 chimpanzees, and they're in a lab, and they're in a box. They're in glass boxes, and one is only given Coke, and the only one's given Pepsi. And the Coke one, they go through the whole thing. He's he's using tools, and he's communicating, and they're all like, oh my God. It's like, what happened to the Pepsi one? He goes, I don't know. He just opened up his thing and just left. And then it cuts to he's in a convertible with a bunch of bikini girls, and he's like has a Pepsi, and he's like, woo!
Pepsi will get you pussy, man.
Yeah. I miss those days. Oh my God.
The days when success was measured by a convertible and women in bikinis
yes.
in your car with you.
Yes.
Not near water.
And a monkey driving a car. Oh my God.
That has real Spuds McKenzie vibes.
Oh my God.
Shit, that's funny.
Yeah. So I had that.
I like
that.
Fun. Yeah, you know what? I don't remember. I remember it as fucking Clydesdales and stupid shit like that. Them kicking Clydesdales kicking footballs.
But do you care anymore? Does anyone care anymore?
No.
Does it? Because I remember a lot of people would not be watching the game, and when the commercials come on, they'd come into the room to watch the commercials.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. So what? So Kevin Hart can tell me where to fucking gamble online? I don't care. That's every commercial. Hi, I'm Kevin Hart. Hi, I'm Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
go spend your money on this website.
Now, I love all the ones that be like, if you're a degenerate gambler, we have things on our apps, to monitor your spending.
Yeah,
it's like, oh man, they're getting some backlash. They're getting some people losing their houses.
That's their business model. I would think so.
Yeah,
if they're doing it right. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So anyway, yes, I think you should watch the game at home so you can actually watch the game.
Yeah, I'm good, but I'll feel a little disappointed in myself for not being social.
Well, it would be a real change of pace for you to suddenly become social.
But it's once a year. It's kind of like New Year's Eve. Like, I've given up on New Year's Eve. I don't do anything for New Year's Eve. But, like, there's that
Nobody
little
with
thing of,
self-respect
like,
does.
do I suck because I didn't go out and do anything?
That's not why you
Eagles
suck. I'm going to go on record right now and tell you. That's
it's
not
on the list, but very low.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff ahead of that.
Oh, shit.
Anyway,
All right,
moving on.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're staying with Super Bowl, right?
Super Bowl, and I checked out some of the games, and like everyone, there was a stretch where there was a bunch of blowouts, and the game kind of sucked. But there's been a ton of close games.
Yeah.
If you look at, I watched like the top 10, and then they had a bunch of honorable mentions. They're all fucking nail biters down to the end. And you forget how many Super Bowls Tom Brady pulled out of his ass. Wait, there's a minute and a half you gave Tom Brady too much time. And it was that Vinatieri kicked like two Super Bowl game-winning Super Bowls.
Two kicks, that one grab.
Yeah.
I mean...
then the interception.
The interception.
Oh, my God.
Were the Patriots did they ever win a Super Bowl handily? Did they ever blow anyone out?
They also had the biggest comeback ever. They were down 28-3 in the third quarter,
and
they came back and won in overtime. That's fucking insane.
That's
I just love
for the ages, yeah.
Because I didn't give a shit about the Falcons or the Pats. I just love seeing the meltdown. It was insane.
That was a crazy.
Matty Ice looked like he was gonna cry.
That was a crazy unraveling of.
It really was.
It was something else.
But there's so many close things. Remember the Titans? They were going down, and it was like the last second, and Aaron McNair got it to and he like stretched out and missed winning the Super Bowl by like 6 inches.
Yeah, just not tall enough.
The tackle was amazing.
Yeah.
It's like, so there are really good games. The Eagles' losses were close games.
Oh yeah,
The one 2 years ago, close game.
I mean, that was their game until Mahomes ran that.
Yeah,
ball.
I totally forgot until this weekend. It was a really shitty holding call on our defensive back. That was
terrible call.
Not.
It was a non-existent call.
Oh yeah.
There was.
I think that was like the start of the Chiefs are
turning the tide. Yeah.
Handled differently. With the fouls and like how the league, they want Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
They want.
I don't know if it was. I think it came up on my Instagram feed. It was a guy who's like, "Honey, my Chiefs jersey came." And he's got a box. He opens it up on the counter and pulls it out, and it's a ref's jersey.
Nice.
I was like, "That's yeah."
There was some dude who has a lot of time in their hands and an editing system, put together all the shitty calls in Buffalo, where it's just like our Lord and Savior Patrick Mahomes was breathed on, and it's just like give him a touchdown.
I mean, it's
great.
bad.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad. Yeah.
So, hey, we're from Philly. We can bitch.
Yeah. And I like Taylor Swift. I want to see her there.
Yeah. No, it does. It's like as long as the right team wins, I'm good.
That's right.
I don't want to see that Walrus, get the third one and be like, he's good, and he was good in Philly, and he's good there, and it's just like, I'm just Patrick Mahomes just rubs me the wrong way. Travis Kelce's.
I never liked Andy Reid, even when he coached here.
Oh, I know you didn't.
I very much disliked him. I still think he's extremely overrated. Yeah. It's like you've won those Super Bowls because of Patrick Mahomes, who I also don't like.
Yeah, I don't like Patrick Mahomes at all.
But if you really want to treat,
Google
Patrick Mahomes' brother and watch his videos.
Yeah,
because talk about
even they booted him.
Yeah,
they don't do anything with him anymore.
Yeah, talk about
Taylor Swift,
a hateable piece of shit. Jesus, that guy
put a kibosh on it. But I want to do the old Morris Day from Purple Rain to Andy Reid if I ever meet him. How's the kids?
Oh, jeez, dude. Holy shit. If you're not familiar with the rest of that story, and you don't want to Google it, Andy Reid's one kid died of an overdose, and the other one went to jail for drunk driving and killing someone.
Yeah.
So maybe be a present parent is all we're saying.
Good job, State Farm. Way to pick him.
Jesus Christ. I do have to say,
Father of the Year.
I've never had a problem with Travis Kelce
He's a wrestler. He's
Yeah.
like he's a buffoon, and he does all that stuff.
He's a tight end.
He's good for the game. Yeah,
He is quintessentially a tight end. Tight ends,
Yeah.
you normally never write stories about, and
Right.
they tend to be kind of cool
That's
dudes
what I played
anyway.
in high school. So I gravitate.
Cool dude,
towards
nobody's
it.
ever going to remember.
Right.
There you go.
I know. It's all good. The right team just has to win. But then there's the halftime performance, which again, I think it's getting a little long in the tooth where it's just like even like with performers that I kind of know and like, it's just like oof. They're just trying too hard.
Well, a couple of things. First of all, NFL certainly missed an opportunity in the late 80s, early 90s by not having a reunited Chicago Bears do the Super Bowl shuffle. I mean, big miss. Big miss.
Yeah.
But when MTV took it over in 2000 or 2001, I think is when MTV as a production company took over.
All right. Because I kind of
think
like try to
2000
track the history of it.
I think 2001 was the first big. That was the Britney Spears one. Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige,
but Michael
and Nelly.
Jackson was the one that broke the ceiling in '93.
Yes, but then I mean, it was like the so and so choir.
Oh yeah,
You know, if I can-
Gloria Estefan was on it 3 different times.
They were in Miami a lot. To be fair. So yeah, 2000 I think was like Phil Collins, right? The Christina Aguilera, like that was
Right.
the young one. So that was the last year before MTV Productions took over.
Got it.
And then they took over where they'd fill the field with people and roll the stage out and have things change and whatever. And it's like, okay, fine. Now, they've done themselves a great disservice when I was looking at this by using too many huge stars in the same year.
Right.
Like, you could have stretched that out and, gotten some more. Like, you trotted out Aerosmith the first year.
Yeah.
And then added Nelly and Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. It's like, I know Justin Timberlake did it again in 17.
Barely.
But it's like, I mean, Jesus Christ, Aerosmith, you got that yoga mom out there singing Walk This Way or whatever the fuck he did. Ugh, it was terrible. And if it wasn't for the spectacle of moving everything in and out and doing it in half an hour.
The greatest thing that I saw is like everyone talks about Nipplegate, which was like complete bullshit. And
Absolutely
like,
forgettable performance. Who else performed besides those two? There was other people.
Yeah. No, that's the best part.
Yeah.
It was P. Diddy and Kid Rock. That is like
Now, can you imagine
Kid Rock, who's
2025? If they imagine last year if you had booked Kid Rock and P. Diddy and gone, guys, I think this is going to be a problem.
Oh my god. So yeah, Nipplegate is like nothing.
Nothing.
Fucking P. Diddy and Kid Rock.
Nothing.
Holy
I
shit.
mean,
but
one of the other ones that was really, really terrible that everyone forgets about, The Who. By the way, like 2010, like 10 years after they had started doing this, there was no new artists that were good enough to play in 2010.
All the line. Well,
So they
even like
trotted
the
out-
new artists were terrible.
They trotted out The Who have
British.
never seen American football.
Yeah.
Clearly didn't know where they were.
Yeah.
We're told they were playing 3 songs in a stadium and didn't know what it was for.
Yeah. But there's bullshit like Black Eyed Peas, Maroon 5. It's like just
Terrible acts.
But then they hit the thing where they're gonna do there's just basically every major thing. Madonna, Springsteen, Jackson, the Stones, Paul McCartney, who just did Beatles stuff, U2. I mean, it was just like
all of those,
boom, boom, boom,
all
boom,
of them,
boom.
I think, with the exception of U2, did their job.
Yeah.
They went out there, Paul McCartney played his hits. Rolling
Played his
Stones
hits.
played
Played his hits.
Rolling Stones, I think, played a newer song too, which was weird. But Mick Jagger had one of the best lines ever right before they played Satisfaction. He went, "We could have played this song at Super Bowl I."
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, what a great line. It's not a lot of people can say that. U2 had an amazing performance because it was after 9/11. And it was really like they did a scroll of every. It was like tears and whatever.
Okay.
Really, one of the only very good performances from this. There's been 3 above average performances. That was one of them.
One gets the crown.
One is the best and won't ever be touched.
Very biased.
No, you're not because it was the best.
They made documentaries about the performance. Is Prince in 2007?
It was the best Super Bowl performance ever, and it's not touchable.
Yeah,
like no one's going to come close.
Yeah. No one. You can come in on a rocket and fucking...
You could reincarnate Eddie Van Halen, bring back original Van Halen, also reunite Fugazi and someone else, and it still won't be as good a show as that Prince performance.
Yeah, and you have to watch it. If you haven't watched the making of documentary, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. The anxiety around it is great too.
Pouring rain.
Nobody could get in touch. He wasn't telling them whether he was going to perform. It was great. It was really great.
Really great.
But the other one, underrated, but it was top to bottom, super solid. I know it sounds funny. Shakira and J-Lo. They did a great performance.
I vaguely remember, and I wasn't like didn't annoy, like it. I wasn't like set off by it.
No, it was actually super tight. It was good. A lot of shit happened.
The show is very good. Even like it was very strange. I kind of want to watch it again. Is the Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige? They built like an apartment complex or something. It was like very odd.
For me, it was pretty. I would put that in a list of like forgettable.
Yeah. But it was just interesting. I think the other thing too, they got a huge backlash. I don't know if from the player association. I don't know. But that it was the Stones Springsteen's amount. It was
all
very white.
Yeah, super white.
And like you've noticed over the years, it's trending towards the music the players actually listen to, and a lot of the fan base actually listens to.
Yeah, well, I think especially with the Dr. Dre thing, it's like, it was for hip hop fans that are our age.
Oh yeah, you're still going for the older round. But Rihanna had a good show.
Rihanna had a good show. From a spectacle standpoint, that was impressive.
I was impressed. I don't know anything about Rihanna, but I was impressed. But I have to say, just from like my Instagram feed, not knowing any, I know songs, I know the hits or whatever, but I would go to a concert to see Beyonce.
Oh, I would for sure.
Oh my God. Like her live performances they look amazing. And look so fun. And it's just like, I get it. It's like, I saw like 3 or 4 like live clips in a row and I'm just like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah. You understand and can appreciate it. I feel the same way about like
amazing.
Seeing Lady Gaga. I'm like, I'd see that.
Lady Gaga got some pipes, man.
Yeah.
She got some pipes.
Well, when you're talking about, so does Beyonce. But for sure, I'd go see it. Like somebody was like, "You want to go?" And
fuck, hell yeah.
But I'm going to make you angry. I got a phone call this weekend from my brother. Who goes, "Hey man, Friday night, do you think you could watch my daughter? He's got a 2-year-old daughter. Do you think she could stay with you this Friday night?"
Friday night.
I'm like, "Yeah, sure." He goes, "Yeah, Saturday afternoon. My sister-in-law and her husband, they'll pick her up on Saturday." And I went, "Oh, cool. Where are you going?" Super Bowl. And I was like,
but like, why just Friday night though?
He's going, I got the kid Friday. They got him Saturday and Sunday. And I was like, oh, yes. We got offered tickets.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool. Awesome.
It's like, you should like have to quiz them.
Yeah.
Name the 4 starting defensive backs.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I think he could. I don't think his wife could.
All right. No. It's like Eagles being in it is a different thing. But like, I don't have any super aspirations to like be in that crowd.
I would never want to go, with the exception of like having a rooting interest, like the Eagles being in the game.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, all right, I'd go. All right. Make an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget. We shot down at the Super Bowl.
I was just thinking about that. I totally forgot.
What was that, 2005?
It was the Eagles were in
The
it.
Eagles, Patriots.
But we got to go on field. We got to do the NFL experience before, like, with no crowds.
Yeah.
So we were out, like, kicking field goals and
Yeah.
like we were having like the second string quarterbacks throw us touchdown passes.
And, I mean, shout out to our buddy Jordan.
Yeah.
We will always have Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville. Sorry, Jacksonville, but
what
man,
a dump.
Oh shit.
Your town is gross.
And we actually stayed in a condemned
Now,
hotel.
to be fair, the job got booked about 2 days before we went.
Yeah.
And we went down. We were shooting for a trading card company, and we went down, and the hotel that we stayed at, I remember because the airline lost our luggage. So I remember the address. It was 2 Airport Service Road. And it was clearly condemned.
But 2 days ago was not open. No. They were taking off boards from the windows.
There was a bed sheet over the sign out front that was spray painted open.
A bed sheet.
Yeah. So
there was a whole
the cleanest bed sheet in the place, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. We showered with our shoes.
We went to a Walmart and
we laid down all the
tarps.
towels, and we did like half our bodies in the shower, half our bodies out of the shower with our shoes on outside the thing.
I remember standing on the edge of the tub with the hottest water imaginable, and I just would lean my ass into the shower, and then I cleaned my armpits. Yeah, because I remember we would show other hotels photos of our rooms and go, "Do you have any rooms? This is where we're staying."
And they were like, "Oh my god," they'd be shocked. But the closest one was like Georgia.
We had to go to Georgia.
It was like 2 hours away, or
and it was
an
only
hour away.
There was only 3 rooms for 9 of us.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Everyone was bunked up.
Yeah.
But that was the absolute worst.
It was so gross, only to be outdone by our every dining experience in Jacksonville.
They literally would white out the prices on the menus, the plastic menus, because they're so classy.
Even the Denny's and Waffle House that we ate at, because it was the only place we could get in.
So like your $8 pancakes were now $22.
Yes. A $36 moons over my hammy. Like really.
But we did the one thing. We had so much fun in the NFL experience. We got to shoot. We got so much access to the Super Bowl.
I got to see a man who was 6'3" eat a corn dog.
That was. It would take way too long to tell the story, but Andy knows. He, like, our cameraman disappeared, and he's 6'8", giant dude. He disappeared. We're like, where the fuck is Andy? Like, because our shooting was sporadic. It was just when we needed it. And then next thing we know, he's standing there, and it's an empty like stadium. He's got a corn dog.
Hey man, where'd you get a corn dog? Then we all ate corn dogs.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was so funny just to turn around and see him.
You don't know you want a corn dog till you see a grown man eat a corn dog.
It's true. But then,
also, no sexy way to eat a corn dog.
Oh, there is no way. Yeah, you just got to own it. You got to put the hand in the back of the head and just get yourself down there. Corn dog jokes. But then we realized we're in Florida. We're like, where is the fucking ocean? And they're like, it's to the left. And we're like, shit, can we get there? He was like, yeah, it's like 20 minutes.
Yeah, Jacksonville beaches are 20 minutes away.
Yeah, so we went to the beach, and we were done shooting.
It was our last night in town.
Last night, we tied one on.
We had the best goddamn time.
And by then, all the Eagles fans were there.
To be fair, we had the best time with Eagles and Patriots fans.
Yeah, Patriots fans.
Because we actually played football in the street drunk at like 2:30 in the morning with a bunch of Patriots fans.
Yes.
And had the best goddamn time.
I mean, we're all hugging by the end.
Yeah.
And
we were
shots were to be had.
Pretty in the bag at that point.
Because we were basically, if we have to sleep one more night in that fucking hotel, I need to be fucking blackout drunk.
We considered going and staying at the airport that night. I remember it was on the table as an option.
Or even just sleeping in the car.
Yeah, like sleep in the van.
I think someone did. I think someone from our crew did sleep in their car because they're like...
I wouldn't be surprised. It was... it was... And everyone's room had a particular thing going on in it, I remember. It was... I also remember trying to do a shot list there, and it was... My room smelled so horrible, I went to the lobby, which also smelled horrible.
It was It was a condemned. It was a condemned.
It was, very, very, very much condemned. So if you're going to the Super Bowl this weekend, good luck.
Yeah. Thank you, Jacksonville.
Yeah, New Orleans, not much better.
But at least they're equipped. They have enough hotels.
It's built for tourists. Yes,
they don't have to reopen ones that needed to be torn down.
Yeah, I mean, we knew people. They brought in cruise ships.
People, I don't even know what would be worse.
Yeah, a cruise ship that was available. By the way, like that's not great.
Yeah, they didn't clean up the vomit and piss from the
dysentery.
Cruise. Yeah. Holy shit!
Yikes!
Damn it.
They haven't been back to Jacksonville, have they?
Let's
put it this way.
Yeah.
They went to Detroit and Minnesota.
Yeah, it's been 20 years and they've never gone back to Jacksonville.
Yeah. They also did one in New York, not a dome, outdoors in winter, as opposed to going to Jacksonville. Yeah, super unpleasant.
God damn. Well, this goes hand in hand because one is about the games, but it's also about football movies. That's why we always try to bring it back around to a movie.
Pardon me.
Question.
Yes. Once in college, everyone was doing it. Felt like it was right.
Is Buffalo 66 a football movie?
That's a very funny question.
Norwood.
I'm going to say...
Wide to the right.
I'm going to say it's circumstantially a football movie. It's, That's very funny.
What's the name of that dude?
Vincent, not D'Onofrio, Vincent Gallo.
Vincent Gallo. If you haven't seen Buffalo 66, what a weird movie. So great. Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
And the director stars in it, and his whole thing is that he's trying to find Norwood, who missed the game-winning field goal for the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
He was a Buffalo Bills fan, and their kicker, Norwood, was wide right.
Yep. Yeah. Yes.
I love like a premise like that, and then
hijinks ensue. Also, I mean, a very very low budget movie. Very small crews. Very simply.
When independent films were independent.
Yeah. That was truly independent.
Yeah. Very cool. And it's so cool for Christina Ricci to do
she was also doing that coming out of being a child actor. Into her own.
Shake it up a bit.
Yeah. Don't watch Brown Bunny though.
No.
Unless you want to see Vincent Gallo's hog.
Yeah. A lot of hog.
Yeah.
But so I was just looking to see. There's one I had thinking about football movies. I always
Ace Ventura. I mean, it's really the same premise as Buffalo 66.
Yeah. Just right. Oh my god.
Just a
Dan Marino's acting
take,
debut.
Different take. Well, the Isotoner commercials.
Yeah.
By the way, remember we saw the outtakes of the Isotoner commercials with Dan Marino from the 80s.
Oh my god.
And
he was such a dick.
Was it
so coked up? Wow.
I don't know if it was
allegedly.
the Isotoner commercials, but it was something he did, and he is so allegedly blasted on cocaine.
Allegedly.
Being the number one Miami celebrity in the 80s probably did not help.
He was just barking at people.
He is so mad and so
just
worked
talking
up.
a mile a minute, and it's just holy shit. We got to find those. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I always in my head, replacements.
Of course.
Remember the Titans is the.
Yeah, it'll get you every time.
It'll get you every time. And you're not, but I'm a big Matthew McConaughey fan. It's like We Are Marshall is really good.
I get it.
The Falcon.
I get that.
Anthony Mackie, yeah. Mackie is good in it. It's really good.
Rudy.
Fucking Rudy. I heard that he was a real dick, like the real Rudy. Like it didn't really go down like that. Like everyone fucking hated him.
Sean.
No, not Aston.
Sean Astin? Because he didn't know his dad was?
Actor. No, the actual. It was based on a true story. So the actual Rudy. I guess people didn't really like him very much.
Rudy was a real
they were
douchebag.
rooting for him,
Right.
I love that it came out that Blindside was all fucking bullshit. That the parents knew and they totally recruited, took this kid in to play for their college.
It felt pretty obvious. And this is the problem with college football.
It's hard to not believe Sandra Bullock, you know.
She was so believable that they gave her an Oscar.
Now,
hey, Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw, I can't forget Timmy.
Always loved Tim McGraw.
Now, The Longest Yard, it's like you got to go Burt Reynolds. It's like,
oh, come on, that other version is
it's bad.
That's not The Longest Yard's only the Burt
so
Reynolds version.
Bad. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
I just recently rewatched it. Is Jerry Maguire? Great soundtrack. Cardinals.
Hey, wasn't Cuba Gooding Jr. in another football movie?
Radio.
Yeah.
Yes. I was gonna say don't fucking say it.
I was gonna say it about Rudy, and then I thought I was gonna save it for Rudy.
Rudy, I don't mind. You can call it anything. One of the craziest fucking movies, The Last Boy Scout.
Oh yeah,
Where the guy pulls out, like in the game, pulls out a gun and shoots someone.
Oh, I thought that. Oh, you know what? I'm
That's like
conflating it with something else that it's a
sequence.
bomb.
Yeah.
Was there a bomb?
No. He like pulls out a gun. And
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. You know what's a great one? Big Fan.
Oh, with little
Patton
guy.
Oswalt.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
I haven't seen that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Nostalgia. I saw this and
The Last Boy Scout, man, I gotta watch it again.
Oh shit, I do too. I think I want to. And it was back when like everything was like an MTV video.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
It's like the angles and the lights and the edit. It's like
It was
all
a lot.
fast.
There was a lot of edits in
it was,
that.
like,
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to rewatch this one too because the love story in it was like really progressive.
Brian's song.
Yeah. North Dallas 40.
40. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Chris Christopherson.
Yeah. That's a great one.
The country singer. Oh, what the fuck was his name? Mac.
Oh, I'm
God,
blanking on this.
All I want to say is Bernie Mac, but it wasn't Bernie Mac and Chris Christopherson.
No, it was. Although
Glenn Mac. Glenn.
North. Do you know what though? I would pay to see that one with.
But it's just the debauchery, the 70s.
It
And
was
how corrupt the NFL was.
Mac Davis.
Mac Davis.
Yes, Jesus, I never would have remembered that one.
Whoa.
Yeah, fucking Nick Nolte. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I will say. I mean, the way you said that Rudy gets you. Wait, did you say Rudy's the one that gets you? Oh no.
Yeah, Rudy does get me, but it's like now that I know
We Are Marshall gets you.
We Are Marshall.
Yeah.
No, not we are. Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans. Okay. Denzel. Yeah.
Denzel.
Yeah. I have to say, one of my first experiences crying at a movie
Oh Jesus.
was in grade school. We watched Brian's song.
Oh yeah.
And
come
I was
on.
like, I mean, that was the first
Yeah.
where I was like, like, I couldn't take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was crushing.
Yeah. That was absolutely,
Yeah.
the worst.
And then on the lighter side, Necessary Roughness.
Oh, man, that's a good one. That is
Sinbad and
the
Quantum Leap dude.
that is the rookie of a year of football.
Kathy Ireland is the kicker.
Yeah. Oh, man.
How bad?
Oh.
Boy. But I'd watch it again. I'd sit down and watch that again. Holy shit.
How about great football scenes? Just one of the guys.
Just one of the guys. What's
With,
the football scene? I know the
in the locker room.
Super hot.
Yeah.
Was that the locker room?
Yeah, I think it was.
I thought that was at the prom. She lets him out.
Is that the problem? I thought
because
there was.
he's dressed up in a
I
tux.
thought there was a great locker room scene in that. Maybe I'm.
You're
You know.
confusing your locker room.
Yeah,
scene.
I am.
Your late '80s locker room scene.
Yeah, maybe it's Varsity Blues got me all turned around. So
Varsity Blues. I just caught a lot of that. What a garbage movie! It is terrible.
the only thing better than Varsity Blues is the spoof one they did with Chris Evans.
Chris Evans,
where he's wearing
yeah.
a bikini made of whipped cream and turns around and has a banana sticking out of his ass.
Banana in the ass is always.
That's your Captain America.
Yeah. That movie was really. At the time, that movie cracked me up.
What was that?
Not another teen movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So good.
What happened to all those movies? All the spoof movies.
All the spoof. Well, they spoofed everything, and then the spoof movies got really bad. There's.
I feel like we just can't make fun of ourselves. We take ourselves too seriously and can't make fun of ourselves anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The comedy is so fucking.
Yeah.
But as like a good movie, like this is like never talked about. I put it up there with The Breakfast Club and like 16 Candles. It's like that type of thing. A very young Tom Cruise in all the right moves.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Okay.
Football.
Yeah. I can see. Yeah.
It's fucking great. It's the Sean Penn's brother, Chris Penn.
Yeah.
So good. It's so
Why
good.
didn't that get put into like the coming of age movie?
It's so
You know what? Tom
good.
Cruise is outside of The Outsiders. All of Tom Cruise's coming of age movies kind of got put into like a different category than like John Hughes films, right? Like Risky Business, All the Right Moves.
Well, they're all because there's naked people and sex.
They were made for adults. That's why, not for teens.
Yeah.
There you go. That's why.
Yeah, it was
Mystery solved.
The chick from Back to the Future,
Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson,
Yeah.
was the love interest.
Yeah, that's right.
But it gave me the love for Henleys. Tom Cruise looked very dashing in his Henleys. I wear them to this day. Thanks, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, well. Because of Tom Cruise and I love tidy whities and Wayfarer sunglasses. So
he's good for everything. He kind of raised us since we didn't have dads. Thanks, Tom Cruise. Fucking lunatic.
You know, my old roommate, Brian, had a story.
Brian. Yeah, I know Brian.
Yeah. So when Taps was being shot, it was shot.
What?
Taps, the movie Taps.
Oh, Taps.
Are you having?
Are
you having another
I am
Cyndi Lauper moment?
I said tax.
No, Taps.
Taps.
So Taps was being shot around Philadelphia.
Timothy Hunton.
Yeah, and a young, pre-dental work Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, he was a mess.
Was in that movie as well. Mm-hmm. And somehow a lot of these young actors ended up staying with people in the community, doing whatever.
Oh, that's
so
funny.
he, for some reason, ate McDonald's at Brian's place, at Ewing's place, when they were, you know,
in the shuffle of being there and whatever.
Yeah, he ended up at Brian's grandparents' place, and they had fast food, which is fucking wild.
Wild.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Brian for never claiming that as like a thing. Like that was never a thing he told people. Never led with it. We were friends for like.
I've met him dozens of times.
Never said it.
Never said anything.
Yeah, I think we were friends 12 years before he told me that. I was like, what the hell, man?
He didn't want to brag.
Didn't want to brag.
The other coming of age football movie, which I really like and I'll watch every time it's on, and it has Charlie Sheen.
Coming of age football film, Charlie Sheen,
and one of the Coreys. Lucas.
God damn it!
It's so good.
Yeah,
It's
Haim
a good
played.
one.
Yeah, Haim played Lucas. Yeah.
And the chick from Goonies.
Oh yeah.
She did Goonies and Lucas, and then disappeared.
The cute one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to her?
I don't know, she was really cute though.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, I forgot about
Lucas.
Lucas.
Is really good.
Yeah, it's actually a good movie.
Yeah. The other one that had so many young people that went on to bigger and better things. Well, two, and they were in a great movie together. Another sports movie. Wildcats.
Emilio Estevez?
No. Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn
is a football coach. Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson are on the team.
That's right. Only to be reunited as basketball players years later. Wow, that's a good one.
And they robbed the train together too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Money Train.
Money Train.
Yeah.
I'd love to hang out with those two. Look at the people that you'd
now
want to hang out. Oh yeah.
Now? Yeah.
Then, now, anytime. So Woody, if you're around, man.
Talking about
Wesley
weed
Snipes,
and tax evasion.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're down to earth people, man.
They're celebrities. They're just like us.
They're just like us.
Man, that's pretty good. I forgot about Wildcats.
Yeah. Trying to any others that I missed. It's horrible movie, but
Cool,
I've watched it like 5 times, and I'm ashamed every time. It's like masturbating. It's like after you enjoy it, but then after you're just so ashamed.
Post nut clarity.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, it's draft day with Kevin Costner.
Oof. Oh God.
Ugh, terrible.
Ew, that's man.
It is.
Further proof that Kevin Costner stinks.
Yeah, but
Holy shit.
we still watch the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's like, well, you made Tin Cup, so let's make another sports movie with you. We can't go wrong, Bull Durham. Do you think he makes people call him Bull Durham?
No.
Okay.
I don't think he does. I think Mr. Coster maybe.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. He seems cool.
I'm glad you've come around to this.
Yeah.
I felt like you kind of wanted to defend him. By the way, you know
Not
what?
defend him, but we watch his movies.
I don't. I started rewatching Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, no.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah. No.
Terrible.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I guess the other one, Tin Cup, I watch all the time. I watch Bull Durham all the time.
Yeah, it's charming. Real charming in that one.
The shout I have to get, the movie's not bad, but the TV show is just next level. It's Friday Night Lights.
Oh,
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah,
First
Friday
was Billy Bob Thornton did the movie, but the TV show is awesome. It's so good.
I'm gonna have to make a rule, and you're not gonna be able to talk about Friday Night Lights for a couple episodes. Because I'm getting pretty tired. Yeah, I watched it. It's great. The movie was good. The TV show was great. I get it. Stop. I need you to stop.
Try.
All right.
I'll try.
All right.
I'll try. Oh God.
I'm gonna get a swear jar I'm gonna get a Friday Night Lights jar.
I'll be able to change subject from Friday Night Lights to talk about something else. I did a grave injustice that our friend Jackson pointed out to me. Last episode we talked about Westerns.
Yes.
And as soon as he watched it, he texted me. He's like, "How could you forget Firefly?" I crush hard on Firefly, and I crush hard
You were broken when you got that text.
on Nathan Fillion.
The fact that you forgot that.
I forgot, like my heart sunk into my stomach that I forgot one of my favorite Westerns. They're Space Cowboys. It is so good. Stop what you're doing right now. Blow off your day. Cancel your appointments. Don't pick up your kids.
Don't do that. No, don't do that.
Start
Jesus
watching
Christ.
Firefly.
You should
And
probably,
then you have to watch the movie that they made because they canceled and everyone fucking...
Yes. No, listen, Firefly's very enjoyable. You will have a great time. You should watch it. Don't shirk your responsibilities. Don't do anything.
Don't pay your mortgage. Don't do anything.
Don't listen to
Watch
him.
Firefly.
All right. You're allowed to talk about Firefly 2 more episodes. And then it's going to go into the Friday Night Lights thing, okay? We get it. And Jackson was right.
I
And there's
thought-
nothing-
I thought
there is
Streets of
nothing-
Fire, Streets of Fire would be.
There's
thrown
nothing
in
worse
there.
than getting a text message from Jackson about what you said or missed.
yeah.
Because, man, he made me feel bad about something. And you know
Yes.
what? He was right, too.
And he was right.
He was
and he's
right,
right
too.
about this, too.
Yeah.
Thank you for
He's
keeping us in line, Jackson.
I never thought I'd say this. He's my conscience.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Wow.
not good. I have a bunch of other stuff I want to talk about, and we'll save it because,
Yeah.
yeah,
It feels right.
feels right.
Go fucking birds. That's all I got to say. I want this one.
I do too. I
don't
want this
know
more
why-
than I wanted.
Yeah. And I'd
3 years ago, more
be
than-
okay with a shitty blowout game if we were on the winning end. I want to,
Dude, if you're gonna walk through the Chiefs, I won't
Yeah.
hate that.
the most guy thing I could say about football. It's like I want to pound their dicks. I just into the dirt. Like I just,
But that was a weird place
yeah,
for weird place for an ellipses. Got to tell you, don't put a comma.
Sorry
there.
for that awkward pause.
You're like Patrick Mahomes. He's so fragile looking. His kissable lips.
No,
I mean,
I want to embarrass them. I want them to be like, I don't
Hey,
like to have
hey.
that look of like what just hit us.
I would. Oh God, I would
Oh,
love
my
nothing
God.
more.
It would be so great.
Yeah. Are the Chiefs?
I want-
are the
I
Chiefs
want-
still favored in Vegas?
Yeah, by 1.1.5.
I love that because Vegas is rarely wrong, but I want to be the underdog in this situation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And 1.5 is totally overcomeable.
Yeah.
And that line's going to shift closer
Yeah.
to game day. Please say a prayer, light a candle, do whatever your superstition is to make yourself feel better. It won't actually affect the game, but you know what?
Do it anyways.
We'll take it all.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah. Go Birds.